After a weekend off for rep footy, it's game on again in the RFL and Farrer League. Hello, I'm Lauren Markham. Thanks for joining us. We have a special guest for this week's preview with Turvey Park assistant Jack Brooks, along with Shane Buchanan from AFL Riverina. Thanks for joining us, guys.
No worries.
So Jack, Turvey initiated an Indigenous round game last year and it was a great success. You had a welcome to country and all the players wore special jumpers. Is there a bit of excitement about the event this year?
Yeah, there's a fair bit of excitement actually. All the boys have been pumped at training this week already, and we get a few ceremonies to do and have our different type of Guernseys to wear, which will be good for us.
So once the siren goes, it's a big ask up against the Premiers. Where do you start in trying to close down Gully?
Sort of through the midfield first up, but they've got a lot of key position players, so we're just trying to put the effort in all around the ground and just put a lot of pressure on the ball carrier.
And what's Brad Birkinshaw been focusing on, and how's the morale around the boys?
We've just been trying to focus on our skills at training and just with all the boys just getting to know each other a lot better. So, no, it's going to hopefully be a good game this week.
And you do look like a tight-knit group. So is it true you had your own little fan club at the ref game last week? And how do you enjoy representing the RFL?
Yeah, we did. I had a few of the boys yelling out to me there, which was pretty good. But no, the RFL game was really good. It's good to play with some good footballers in the league, and it was just good to get the win there.
And Shane, Indigenous round's very important to the AFL nationally. You must be pleased to see a Riverina club kind of showing an interest in getting around the day.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, the Turvey Park club, they've had a rough pre-season, but they're showing real leadership here in the last 2 years and profiling the Indigenous round, and they're doing a really good job at it, marking respect to country and whatever else. As Jack said, there's some ceremonies going on as well. So they're leading the way, and hopefully a few more clubs might jump on board.
And what's your tip for that one?
I'll go with Gully in that one, I think. Their form's probably been a little bit better than Turvey's. Turvey will stick it right to them, but I think probably the Gully boys have too much class.
Now let's take a look at the full round. So on the Saturday, we've got Turvey Park hosting Gully, which we just talked about. Leeton Witten have Coolaman, and then Mango host Narrandera. And on Sunday, it's Ganmain hosting Griffith. So Shane, this will be kind of a real test for Matt Hard's men when Leeton hosts Coolaman. What do you think this game will tell us?
Yeah, this will tell us where both teams are at, I think. If we quickly go through Leeton's form, they've beaten Griffith, they were beaten by Mango, they beat Ganmain, they've beaten Tigers, and they were beaten by Gully last time around. Coolaman had the bye, beat Ganmain, beat Narrandera by a point, beat Griffith by a point, then had a strong win against Turvey. So you look at Leeton's form, they've probably played better opposition, I suppose, early in the year. By all account, Leeton are a big team, whereas Coolaman probably, especially down back, not the tallest team going around. So I'm really going to see how Coolaman is going to cope with Leeton's tools. The other thing of note as well is Laddams won't be playing for Coolaman this week, so he's been a privileged goal kicker for them in recent weeks as well, so he won't be there. So I think we're going to find out where these two clubs are really at. I think Leeton's form's been fantastic, really. Coolaman, they've been winning the close games. That means they've got spirit, they're playing with confidence. But I think they're going to be up against some quality opposition, especially at Leeton, and I'm going to go with Leeton at home to win that one.
And Jack, you haven't seen the Crows yet, but you played Coolaman last start. What did you make of them, and how do you think this one will play out?
Yeah, Coolaman were a very physical side. We sort of kept up to them until about half-time, and then they kicked away with their experience. So I sort of still think that Coolaman will probably get up, considering Leeton has still got a decent list.
And you haven't played Mango yet either. You guys do have some tough games coming up, but from what you know of them, Narrandera any chance?
Yeah, you can never dish out Narrandera in anything. They're always up for a challenge, so I still reckon that'll be a good game.
And Shane, the Goannas look the real deal again?
Oh, they do. And I mean, the form of Stace Creasy, the Collins brothers, Jack Killerley as well. Look, I just think they've got probably more players in form at this stage of the season. Narrandera, as Jack said, will be competitive, but I think Mango probably just, a bit like the Gully game, I think perhaps got too much class for the Narrandera boys.
And both Jaden and Jimbo for Ganmain, Jack, they were excellent, in the RFL team. If they bring that form home, then do you think Griffith will have a tough job?
Yeah, I think they will, because you sit the ball up on Jimbo's head and he's always going to mark it up there for you, and the likes in the midfield with Kotzer, it'll be pretty tough for them.
Yeah, and Shane, you were a big rap on Ganmain early in the season. What do you make of them now?
Yeah, injuries haven't been kind to them. I mean, Luke Walsh has struggled with injury. Nathan McPherson's re-injured a hamstring. Mitch Steele's been unavailable. So they're experienced players that they've been missing. So, I mean, their form's been a bit up and down, and I attribute that to injuries. This will be a danger game. Griffith have always been a bit of a bogey side for Gairmain, especially over there. So, look, Gairmain will go in, I think, as favourites, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Swans get over them. And I'm interested in Griffith. It's about time. I think they've probably got to step up if they want to play finals, and they've got to probably beat a quality team, and that's going to be Gairmain on the weekend. But in saying it, I think the Lions should have too much class.
Let's take a look at the Farrer League fixtures now. The Rock host Collie at Victoria Park, and then Northern Jets have East Wagga at Ardlethan. CSU are hosting North Wagga, and it's Temora hosting Barellan for the last fixture there. So, Shane, Collie have been a bit slower to start the year, but this is kind of a danger game for the Rock.
Oh, there is, and there's no doubt. Last time around, the Rock were beaten by East Wagga in a really, really good game. Went out and watched the last half of that. It was a game that flowed from end to end sort of thing. The Rock had their probably opportunities to win that, but East Wagga just a little bit too good on the day. So they'll be smarting after that defeat. In saying that, Collie's form's been really good. I mean, they've been slow, but in saying that, they've been working towards something, and this will be a ripping match. I'm going to go with the Rock, and I'm only going with that because it is at the Rock recreational ground. And I just perhaps think the Rock, hopefully his form's a little bit better than Collie in that one.
And Jack, Magpies or Blues?
Yeah, I'll go for the Magpies in that one.
Yeah, and the Jets host East Wagga. When they took down Temora earlier in the year, are they a chance of upsetting the Hawks at all?
I don't think so, and it's probably crunch time for the Jets because this competition, like the RFL, is so close. The Jets need to beat someone above them on the ladder. I mean, if they do that, then that probably gives them a little bit of breathing space, I suppose, to try and get a top 5 position. So, looking to the other point I'm interested in is how the Jets will handle East Wagga, who moved the ball pretty good against the Rock last time around, and perhaps who's going to probably play on Mark Ebbett as well. So, look, it'll be a good game out at Ardlethan, but I just think East Wagga probably got too many class players for the Jets in that one.
And Jack, you'd be aware that the Hawks are flying. Would you tip against them?
No, I think the Hawks will be too strong in that one.
And the other two games are CSU at home to North Wagga, and then Barellan travel to Temora. How do you see these two panning out?
Yeah, look, they'll be good games. I mean, CSU's form's been pretty good. I mean, they've haven't been winning as many as they like, but obviously they've been fairly competitive compared to last year. Barellan will go out and be physical. That's the way they play. But respectively, I think the North Wagga Saints and the Temora Kangaroos should get wins in those ones.
Thanks both for coming in, and Jack, all the best on Saturday.
No worries, thank you.
Thank you.